We're joined now by Mississippi College head coach Norman Joseph as we take a look back at the win over Weber International this past Saturday in Clinton. Coach, congratulations on the win. The play of your defense in that ball game was really unlike any game we've seen in a long time. Just a lot of outstanding plays, individual performances that really turned the tide of the game at several different points in the contest.
Absolutely. Anytime you have 5 turnovers or create 5 turnovers in a ball game, you've got a great opportunity to win. However, I don't know if I've ever been a part of a game where 3 of them turned into touchdowns on the not that the offense scored on them, but that the defense scored on their own turnover, and it was just points after points. And I was so proud of our defense, the way they played, their enthusiasm, the hard-nosed play that they brought on every play. And then to be able to create those 5 turnovers and then 3 scores was huge for us to have a chance for a victory.
You started some young guys on the defensive line. I thought they made an impact to the ball game. And then Josh Williams came off the bench, and of course he made a big impact to the ball game too.
Absolutely. You know, the fumble recoveries and getting guys in the end zone, just a lot of fun for them. I enjoyed watching them as well, and it's fun for me. Anytime our team scores, it's big plays, and what a momentum changer that it was to get those points and get them on the board and to put our team in the lead.
And in a way, it's, I guess, different from some of the defensive style that we've seen over the years with the Choctaws. Is there seem to be a lot of playmakers on defense this year, guys who can go out and make those plays that really does change the momentum in the game.
I think Coach Walker and his staff have done a great job putting the right mix of players on the field that allows them to play to their highest level. And then there's this atmosphere that we've created on our defense that's that where we want to create turnovers, or where we want to create negative yardage plays and create a big play, and our guys are taking pride in that, and of course we recognize their good play, and so we're excited about what they do as individuals, but also every person's got to do their job, and if everyone does those little things, then the big plays are going to come about.
I thought the Warriors did a good job defensively for most of the ball game, but at the right time, the Choctaw offense got it going. You had that next to the last drive with the 3 consecutive first down passes, and then, of course, the game-winning drive on the big catch as well. Talk a little bit about how that offense grew up. I think they did grow up a lot in that fourth quarter.
I know we did. And as we watched the game tape, we saw just positive play after positive play. I guess if there's a negative, it was maybe a lack of consistency where on defense, you talk about an individual can make a play. Well, on offense, all 11 have got to be synchronized, and so. But on defense, 10 guys can do something wrong. One guy does the right thing, and you got a great play, and everybody's hooping and hollering. But offense, everybody's got to be together, and it just seemed like that when the offense would stumble or stall, it was one player this time, another player another time, and it just the offense would just stall out at that time. But I will say this: there were some mighty good plays, good runs, good blocks, good catches, good throws, and then at the end of the game, when we had to have a play, we went to our playmakers and they made the play for us, and it was really exciting.
I think a big part of that getting in sync was Jonathan Redd just staying more comfortable, or just being a little more, I don't want to say patient, but just more confident in the pocket, because his line, especially there in the fourth quarter, gave him time to throw. He had some really tight windows to throw in, and I thought he did a good job.
And he did. The windows were there, but they weren't very big, and they weren't there very long. This was a very good defensive team that we played. Very outstanding skill guys. Their defensive ends were hard-charging rushers, and we knew that we had to create or have some nice plays just to back them off a little bit, to get some first downs, and we finally started doing that late, and then we had the big catch by Alex toward the end of the ball game that won the ball game for us.
Well, talk about that play, because it was the second time, at least the second time I know that you ran the play in the ball game. The first time you almost got it, and the second time Archer was able to reach out. He really has great hands, doesn't he?
Oh, and he's worked real hard. I was here all summer long. His workouts have paid off for him to be an exciting player and to contribute in such a positive way. But we ran the play 3 times, to be honest with you. First time early in the game, Jonathan overshot Alex just by a few feet, and then we ran it later on in the 3rd quarter, and it was we ran the same play, but Les Lemons ended up catching it on an inside route. That was another part of the read. And so Les caught it for a first down, and then we hit it late in the game. It was, I can tell you what, I almost threw my shoulder out of socket. I was hooping and hollering and woo-wooing so much. But it was a great. It was a great atmosphere and a great victory for the Choctaws.
A big win last Saturday night against Weber International, 31-24 the final score. Choctaws move on now to face the University of West Alabama, and we'll be back to talk more about that in a moment.
Hi, I'm Mississippi Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney. I believe that competition brings out the best in all of us, whether on the gridiron or in the marketplace. I also believe in a competitive free market solution for providing health insurance products to individuals and business owners in our state. That solution is One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace.
For more information, visit onemississippi.com or contact your local insurance agent.
One Mississippi, count me in.
Come on, Leanne. I'll give you my favorite horse, Skippy.
My land in Arizona, all yours.
I'll write you a song. Please, Leanne, please.
No.
Oh, man.
The Roadhouse Salad is back in town. A savory southwestern grilled chicken breast topped with fire-roasted corn, black beans, and crispy potato sticks and served with our signature Roadhouse dressing. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Welcome back to our pregame show with Coach Norman Joseph. A big win, obviously, not just the fact that you did get a win against Weber International, but how it was won, because there's a lot of momentum now for this team going into a really tough ball game this Saturday.
I agree with you totally on that. We were able to make some plays. We were able to do some things defensively. Really played a very fine Weber International team. And they were solid. They were a solid football team, offensively, defensively, and in their special teams. And to come out with a victory against a scholarship team like they are, it was a real plus for our program.
I had a couple of guys get hurt in the ball game. Drew Dennis left early. Terrian Robinson also got hurt in this ball game. Tell us what you can about those 2 players.
Drew is being checked today. Doesn't look real good on his situation for the remainder of the season. But I'm going to let the doctors be the judge of that. And what a fine young man, fine player, a great fit for our program. And we're really sorry if he's lost for the season. I know he's lost for this ball game for sure. Therion Robinson, freshman running back, has played exceptionally well for us in the 2 games he's played. We just need to keep him healthy and keep him on the field. Therion's getting checked today as well, and so we should have some word on him later on this afternoon. I don't think he'll be with us this week, though.
Well, West Alabama lost to Samford last week, and they've got a young man in Matt Willis, a running back who averages 7 yards a carry. Division II program, a lot of talent there, and this is going to be a tough team to face.
Absolutely. Will Hall is the head coach there, and Will was Harlan Hill Trophy winner back when he was in college playing at North Alabama, and so he is. We know about his coaching ability as well as his playing ability, and he has brought that same enthusiasm, that same tenacity to West Alabama as a ball coach. And of course, his dad, Bobby Hall, just up the road here at Madison Central, and just a great coaching family. They know football inside and out, and we know it's going to be a real tough battle for us. But they tremendous team. I will say that they've recruited well. They've recruited a lot of the Mississippi College, Mississippi junior college programs. Have a lot of those guys in their program right now. He's turned into a playoff team last year. In his first year, they went to the playoffs and did quite well during the season, and we know it is going to be a tremendous battle.
Of course, he's from Amory, Mississippi, and you mentioned he went to North Alabama, and he's got roots here in Mississippi. But I would imagine that if you look out on the field this Saturday, you're going to see guys lined up against one another who they've seen each other down the line before, whether it's a JUCO or the high school level. A lot of these guys are from the same areas, and so there is some familiarity there.
It is, and that makes the battles, the game, even more special because of that. We want to win, they want to win. It's some bragging rights involved along the way, and it's close proximity to us. It's just a day trip, and so we'll drive over the day of the game and get to visit and talk and then do battle and then come on back home. But I think there's a lot of familiarity with their players and our players, coaching staffs as well, and we're looking forward to Saturday evening.
Well, the first three games of the season, you'd have Division III game, an NAIA scholarship program, and now a Division II program. And I think the tougher competition that you play here in these non-conference games is going to tell you a lot about your team's resolve. And
you're right about that. We have, if you look at the way we've scheduled our preseason, our pre-conference schedule, it just gets tougher and tougher every week. And so Millsap's a very tough ball game. We just finished with Weber, and now we're going to Division II, West Alabama, and well coached and outstanding athletes, and we know we're going to have a real challenge.
Well, Coach, we thank you for your time. We wish you good luck this week.
Thank you so much.